How to factor binomials. Example A. Factor the polynomial completely. We have 25 minus 4y squared. As always, the first thing we want to do when factoring is check to see whether there's a GCF to factor out. With 25 minus 4y squared, there is no GCF. The 25 and the 4y squared do not have any common factors. Since we have a binomial, meaning two terms, we're going to check whether we have a difference of squares, a difference of cubes, or a sum of cubes. For the difference of squares, we check to see whether the polynomial can be rewritten in this form: an expression squared minus another expression squared, a squared minus b squared. And if it can, then it'll factor to a plus b times a minus b. So let's start there. With 25 minus 4y squared, let's see if these expressions can be rewritten as something to the second power. Well, let's think about 25. 25 is 5 squared. And we want to look at this whole expression here, 4y squared, including that coefficient. Can 4 be rewritten as something to the second power? And yes, it can. 2 to the second power. Now y squared, well, that is just y to the second power. Now we can see here that a is going to be 5 and b is 2y. So then using the formula, we can see that 25 minus 4y squared, which equals to 5 squared minus 2y squared, will equal to a plus b, 5 plus 2y, times a minus b, 5 minus 2y. And that's the factored form. So it turns out that this binomial was a difference of squares. That is all.